Don't ask me to talk.
From the sublime to the ridiculous.
Join me, Stacey Heller,
And me, Eric Ryder.
as we talk about what's good to watch, read, see, listen to, and more.
An edutaining 1-hour break in your day that includes the segment, What Are We Eating? Sponsored by Dingfelder's Delicatessen.
Stick with us for something good. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Don't Ask Me to Talk here on 880 Kixie. I'm Stacey Heller. I'm joined, of course, by my co-star. That's right. I'm calling you a star again.
Hey, thank you very much.
You are the star on top of my tree, Eric Ryder.
Hey. I don't know where to go with that.
I know. Well, once the season's over, you're back to being my co-host.
But, you know, it reminds me of always with the obscure reference that when I was a kid, my sister had a pen pal in Belgium. And they sent her a cassette with a bunch of like Belgian techno music. And or it could have been a friend of hers. I can't remember. But somehow this tape got passed to me because her or her friend was not interested in this techno music. But I kind of liked some of it. And one of them went, I love you, you love me, put me on your Christmas tree. So, and I have no idea who the artist was.
Barney?
Or the song. But it wasn't Barney. No, this was pre-Barney.
Barney stole from this techno group?
Well, no, that's I don't think it was even that melody, but that was the line. Yes, so
that's funny.
Yeah,
well,
so here we go.
There you go.
It all comes back around.
I love
eventually.
you. You love me. You are the star on this show's Christmas tree.
Hey, thank you very much.
Hey, of course. So clearly, this show is meant to be an alternative to all of the heavy stuff that you listen to each day and every day when you're checking your news feed or watching the news at night. We are not that. No, we're fun. We're fluff.
That's right.
So enjoy. Thanks for listening, of course, whether you're listening live or you listen later via podcast. You can, of course, find Don't Ask Me to Talk wherever you listen to podcasts. And a reminder to follow the Damped, D-A-M-T-T, Ball. Yes, that's right, Ball playlist on Spotify. And you can also follow Stacey Talks on Instagram. I know that Eric just loves the name of that holiday playlist.
It's our Jingle Ball rock, if you will.
Exactly. Well, you know, I had to double down on it because, like, you know, when you make a mistake and it's like there's a better option, but you're like, no, I'm fully going for this. That's what I'm doing.
Fair enough.
Yeah. So sometimes I can be stubborn.
It's free. What do you want for free?
Exactly. You're going to have a ball. You're welcome.
That's right.
If you want to connect with us, you can text or call 475-999-2726.
And if you are a fan of Belgian New Beat from the late 80s, early 90s, and you know that song that I was talking about, call us. We got to know. 475-999-2726.
I mean, right? Belgian?
Yes.
So interesting. Okay, so speaking of ridiculous things.
They don't just make chocolate. You know, they also make
and
techno
beer.
music. Yes.
Like, isn't there beer from Belgium?
Oh, yeah. And fries.
Yeah, right?
I once ate at a Belgian restaurant in London. And, you know, the whole thing was that them reclaiming the fact that they came up with fries, not the French. It was the Belgians. And so every meal came with like a big bowl of fries and a side of mayonnaise.
I mean, I will say the whole special sauce, which is the mixture of mayo and ketchup, is quite delicious.
Hey, it's great on fries.
Right?
For sure.
That apparently...
Or frites, as they call them.
There you go. Pommes frites.
Pommes frites, that's right.
Look at us. We're so cultured. Speaking of being cultured, or maybe not in this case, we always talk about ridiculous high holidays. And this week, I have to say, there was not anything on an international level that there was like a math day that is celebrated in India because there's a gentleman who's considered like, you know, we've got James Brown, the godfather of soul, and I guess he's the godfather of math in India. And I'm not going to lie, as the one who curates these holidays and as somebody who was told in 5th grade that I was not the brightest star in the galaxy, but I would marry well, so don't worry about the fact that I can't add. Math isn't really my jam. So I ignored that holiday.
Fair enough. Now, you're not saying that James Brown is the godfather of math.
No, I'm saying I'm saying that typical of America, right? We would have a godfather of soul, a prince of pop, like, you know, our priorities are not math.
Sometimes.
I can count the times on one finger that my priority has been math. Anyway, okay. There are a couple of interesting national ridiculous high holidays, though.
Fantastic.
Like, did you know that today is Short Person Day?
I did not know that.
It is Short Person Day. Now, if I'm not mistaken, and I did not look into this as much as I should have, I don't believe that it is Small Person Day. I believe that it is Short Person Day. So I'm going to double check this so that
I'll tell you one person who's not celebrating.
Tall people?
Good guess. Randy Newman.
Oh, short people got
No Reason to Live, right?
Right. Oh,
that
my
was
gosh.
his big hit song in the early 80s.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. Okay, so it is about people that are not tall. You know, so like me, like my daughters.
Shocking that Short People Day would exclude people that are tall.
I'm trying to be like, I'm trying to be sensitive because there are small, short people out there.
Of all kinds of varieties.
Right?
Yes.
And so it is not that. So it's for all of you short kings out there and queens, speaking of royalty. Like, this is your day to shine. And honestly, because you're just finding out about it at like 3:15 on this day, you know what? I bequeath that you get to celebrate it for the next 24 hours.
All right. And I'm looking forward to Average Height Day. Because I think I'm just on the cusp of that.
Congratulations.
Yes. So.
Hey, look, I never said that this was like legitimate, it makes sense holidays.
Right, right.
The other thing that it is today
Go
is...
shorties, it's your day.
Exactly. It's Cookie Exchange Day.
You know, this, of all these ridiculous high holidays that you've brought to us on the show, I don't think I've heard of any of them. But I feel like Cookie Exchange Day is something that I've heard of in the past. Like it's somehow made its way into the zeitgeist. And maybe it's just because, you know, in between Thanksgiving and Christmas, and people are having Christmas parties and making cookies anyway, that the idea of exchanging those cookies being a day, you know, is something that people can all relate to and get on board with.
Yeah. Now, have you ever been to a cookie exchange?
I believe I have. I feel like there was some kind of work scenario that involved the cookie exchange.
Okay, now there's two schools of thought on this, and this is why I put this on the show today. There's the school of thought where for a cookie exchange, let's say you've invited 25 people, you're supposed to create like 25 plates of 5 cookies each or something, right?
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
Right. So you walk away like every person brings these cookies that you can share with everyone. So there's that school of thought where it's very like micromanaged. Then there's my school of thought with the cookie exchanges that I have hosted in the past, where you bring something that you have made, you've purchased, you have cut into smaller pieces, you picked it up from wherever, like I don't care, and you put it on a platter, and then I go to the cash and carry and I get containers and my guests hang out and they talk and they socialize and they're festive, and then before they leave they take one of the boxes and they fill it up with whatever they want and off they go with some different and interesting cookies to have on their cookie platter for the holidays.
Sounds great.
Right?
Yeah.
Now, there are, though, those savvy few that are like, they know who the cookie bakers are. And so they're like, I'm just going to get my cookies now. And they make sure that they like pick early and often, which is fair. So anyway,
Sure. If it's me, I'm just ripping the plastic off the top of a package of Hydrox, and
wait, you're not even going with Oreos?
no, Hydrox are the original, and I stand by.
Oh my gosh. Okay, here's a good recipe for you.
Oreos are just cheap knockoffs.
Oh my gosh.
Hot take.
That's one of the topics that's on the wheel of topics that we could pick.
Is it?
Yeah, hot takes. Here's a recipe for you. Take a brick of your off-brand cream cheese and your off-brand Oreos, throw them in your food processor until, like, the whole thing, the cookie, the cream, the whole thing. Mix it until it almost creates, like, a dark sludge. Roll the dark sludge into balls, throw it in the freezer, and then dip it in, like, chocolate coating, and you could add some crushed candy cane or something like that, and you have Oreo truffles. You're welcome.
You had me at dark sludge.
Right? It's delicious. It gets really dark. It's weird. But it's delicious. Okay. Today is also Betty Day. Now, I really only brought this up because of Betty White and the fact that in 2022, we lost Betty White. And what an icon she was. So I brought it up in honor of her.
Yeah, lots of good Bettys.
Right?
Betty Boop, Betty Boo, Betty Rubble, Betty White, Betty Page.
Betty Buzz.
I don't know Betty Buzz.
Betty Buzz is, I think it's Betty Buzz, is the company that is started by Blake Lively to accompany her husband's gin. She has something called Betty Buzz.
All right. Mm-hmm. Betty Crocker.
Oh, icon.
Classic, yeah.
Right? You're right. There are a lot of good Bettys. Oh.
Go Bettys. It's your day. Hey. Short Bettys. Have some sludge.
Go to your cookie exchange. Speaking of rappers.
Gotta love a Short Betty. If there's not a rapper called Short Betty, then, somebody's losing money.
Well, there is a rapper named DaBaby, and it's his birthday.
All
so,
right.
Go, baby. It's your birthday.
It's not the same as Short Betty. Sorry.
No, it's totally not. It's also Meghan Trainor's birthday, and I highlighted her because she encouraged us all to sing about our bass. Because, it's all about that bass.
Yeah, I've got a sneaking suspicion that the bass is a metaphor for something else.
What?
But I can't quite put my finger on it.
Well, you shouldn't.
Because I'll be arrested.
Exactly. Consent is key.
That's right.
Okay. So those are the only holidays that I really came up with. But that's okay because we are 3 sleeps away from Santa coming. And we have 3 more nights in Hanukkah.
Are we 3-year-olds or pets now?
Yes.
We're timing things with sleeps now?
Yes.
3 sleeps away?
When it comes to Santa, we are 3 sleeps away.
All right.
Right?
Or you could just take a bunch of cold medicine now and bam, when you wake up, Christmas.
Okay, do not do that.
Okay.
You can go into a cookie coma, but you cannot go into a cold medicine coma. Jeez.
Do you remember that skit from Saturday Night Live, though? The Commodores, I think it was.
Yes.
Where you just take a giant serving of NyQuil and then you pass out in a coma until cold season is over.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Totally. Now, speaking of SNL, this past weekend, Austin Butler was the guest host, and they did an awesome parody.
Who played Elvis in the Elvis movie.
Yes.
Yep.
And who apparently is now going to be forever impacted by playing Elvis because I don't know what his cadence of speech was and tone before he was Elvis,
Mm-hmm.
but it seems to be lingering.
It's taken a little while for him to shake it off.
You're welcome for that boost. Anyway, so they did a parody of It's a Wonderful Life.
Yes.
Did you see this?
Yeah, I watched the
It
show.
was funny.
Yeah, that was good. That was a good one.
So the premise is that there's, it's in black and white, and there's the bartender who's like, I'm not going to let you drink. And, Austin Butler is playing a character that goes out, and he's like, I'm working too much. Like, what a mistake I've made. I shouldn't have let Denise go. And he's looking in, what's inspiring him, much like the little match girl, is he's looking into a window with this family that is happily having holiday dinner together.
Right.
And, so you see
They're
this
like-
whole It's a Wonderful Life thing.
Yeah.
But on their side,
There's a guy outside.
he's perverted. What's
Yes,
going on? And they're
exactly.
doing the smile
Right.
and maybe.
Acting like they don't see him. but
Right.
they-
And she's like, take care of this, honey. And he's like,
Yeah.
If
Pardon me if I don't want to get killed. Yeah. No, that was very good. That was probably the highlight of the show. But in my mind, will never be as good as the lost ending of It's a Wonderful Life that they did on Saturday Night Live in the 80s. I don't know
if I know that one.
Oh, my gosh. You got to look it up as soon as
Okay.
you can. One of the funniest skits of all time. Uncle Billy remembers that it was Potter that took the money. And they go, well, what are we waiting for? Let's go get them. And then they all go to
Like a lynch mob?
Potter. Exactly. All of them. Yes.
Oh, my gosh.
They all go to Potter's office. And then they beat the heck out of him.
Okay, I have to watch
And
this.
it's so funny. And it's just, it's great.
All right, I'm
Mary doing the
Mary!
pile drivers, on him. And then, like,
Juju's pedals? Like,
Yes.
what did Juju do?
she's there too.
Oh, my gosh.
And then Potter gets up and he's like, now wait a minute, you're in enough trouble as it is, George Bailey. And he's like, why, you're not even a cripple, you're just a fake.
I'm going to have to look this up.
It's so good. It is one of the funniest things of all time.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I know it's not our topic today, but I also watched this past week with the kids Murderville, the show with
Oh, that was great too.
with Will Arnett.
That's right, playing Detective Terry Seattle.
And the premise behind the show is that he and his sort of co-actors, they have a script that they're
They're detectives in training, homicide detectives in
Yep.
training, and they have no idea what's going on, basically.
yeah,
So,
and they bring
yeah.
on like a celebrity. So
That's right. It was
the kids
Jason
showed
Bateman.
me first. They showed me Marshawn Lynch,
Yeah,
and I was
and
like,
he was on the Christmas special. Too.
and he ended up being on the Christmas. And I will say that the one with Marshawn Lynch was very funny. And
They're
then
all pretty good.
the Christmas special, who killed Santa? Nobody, kids. It's okay. He's fine. It's a story. It was really funny.
Shiv by a Candy Cane,
Yeah.
which made me think of us talking about Violent Night, the movie that
Yes.
you watched with David Harbour.
Which I stand by, by the way.
Very good.
Anyway, okay, so we got way off topic, but that's what we do best. Any follow-up from last week's show? Any songs you needed to add to
With
the playlist?
regrets, I've had a few. And my regret is that we just didn't have enough time to talk about all the great alternative Christmas songs that are out there. And Weird Al has a few that are
Oh.
just so fun, like The Night Santa Went Crazy and Christmas at Ground Zero. Highly recommend. So,
Okay,
yep.
I'm going to have to add that. Also, the random one from Belgium, where
Not a Christmas song.
but you're going to be the star in my tree.
They do reference Christmas trees, but I wouldn't think of that as a Christmas song. There's no sleigh bells or anything else in
All
there
right.
that would indicate that. But
All right. Well, then, with that, let's take a quick break. And then when we come back, we are going to talk about our secret talents. Whoa. Keep listening to Don't Ask Me to Talk. We'll be right back. Whether it's fly fishing or French pastry, we all have something that makes our tail wag. Involuntary and instinctive, it's sparked by excitement, inspired by purpose, and it speaks to who we are. I'm Stacey Heller of Stacey Connects. I lead clients to the place that makes their tail wag. As a creative director, I bring ideas to life. As a podcast producer, I give ideas a voice. Stacy Connects. It's my superpower. If you want to connect with me, Stacy Heller, go to stacyconnects.com. Don't ask me to talk. Hey, welcome back to the show. I am Stacy. Of course, I am joined by Eric.
Hey, hello.
So,
Happy holidays.
happy holidays. So, this week's topic. I thought it was a great idea until confronted with actually having to figure it out. So, the topic for this week, every week, for those of you that are new to the show, we have this Wheel o' Topics that if you listen until the end of the show, you get to actually hear it go around and around. And there's a topic that we randomly pick. So it's secret talent. Now, it occurs to me that I live my life very out loud. So there's not much that's a secret. So then I had to ask around for what is maybe a secret talent. So that was an interesting conversation in and of itself. Now, you, on the other hand, you are a closed book, my friend.
I don't know about that.
Like, I'm basically like...
I've been doing radio for 20 plus years, so I feel like I've exposed a lot of myself, whether I like it or not, out into the world, you know.
I mean, yes, but like a secret talent, like, is a different thing. So, like, what... So I'm going to have you go first. What is a secret talent that you have?
Okay, let's define secret talent first. We're talking about like little things that we can do that,
like saying all 50 states in alphabetical order?
Yeah, something like that. Or are we talking about, I'm,
secretly an astrophysicist.
Yes.
That's like on a hiatus.
There you go.
Yes, both of those.
Both of those things.
I can
Okay.
only do the former, not the latter.
All right. Well, I'll just say, as you know, I play guitar, write some songs, have a lot of fun with that. So that's one thing, but I don't think that's a secret because we've talked about it on the show. But one thing that I'm thinking of just now is that I'm good at finding the free parking spaces wherever they are.
That is a
which
good...
comes in very handy in Seattle. I feel like I've stumbled across the free parking in just about every part of the city, and it's getting smaller and smaller, the amount of spaces that are free that you can park at.
Okay, I like where you're going with this, because when I asked my kids, like, the things that they were like, oh, you have a secret talent for this, I was like, what? And they were like, no, that's a talent. And one of mine is I always am able to find in what I'll describe as like the front row of Costco a good parking spot.
Nice.
Like, I always go down this one particular spot, like lane, and it's like, bam, there's a parking spot. And my kids are like, how? And I'm like, because I manifest good. I just assume that there's going to be a parking spot, and there always is.
For me, it's more like a sickness. I can't pay for parking.
Okay, you're not supposed
So
to tell that
I've
part.
got to find that free parking space.
So how much gas have you spent finding your free parking spot?
Well, I drive an electric car, so not a lot, but there's been one or two times when I was going round and I'm like going, this really is a sickness because I've circled this block 3 times now, that sort of thing. And mostly that's because, downtown Seattle, there's a lot of especially it used to be a lot of one way. And I think there's more where they've switched it up. But you get in that bus lane, 3rd Avenue, I think.
Yep.
And then it's like, I can't turn here. I can't turn here. And then before you know it, you're in SoDo. And It's like, I can turn, So, yeah.
That's fair. That's fair. Okay. That's a very good secret talent, actually. Like my husband, I know I'm supposed to be sharing my secret talent, but his secret talent is that something is happening with my computer or the printer, and like I'll ask other people, and they're all like, I don't know what's going on, or whatever. He will walk over, and it's not the old like Microsoft like turn it off and turn it back on again.
Right.
Like he'll just walk over and like hit print and it'll print, or whatever it is that's going on with my computer is like, oh no, here he comes. And it suddenly corrects itself and is on its best behavior. It is very annoying. So sometimes secret
Well,
talents.
isn't he a software engineer?
No.
No. Doesn't he work with
worked-
software or computers?
No. He worked for, we're finding out things about each other still. Oh. He worked for Microsoft. However, he's in HR. He does.
Oh, okay.
he does-
Well, some of that magic must have rubbed off on him, I guess.
Sure. Okay, so I'll share a couple of my secret talents according to my children. So Will was saying that my secret talent is being able to find things. And that could be anything from, they can't find where their shoes are, which honestly, it's not that hard. They're like where they left them. So that's just a mom skill. But I also am really good at finding things, like if I go on a search at a store or, whatever it is, I find interesting, unique things. I always find the right thing. And then they also commented that I have a song for everything. So the way that the kids were raised, if they were complaining about something I want this, I would be like, you can't always get what you want. You can try, but you just might find you get what you need. Or like whatever other great parenting advice I could get from various songs. And I always had a song for everything, which the best satisfaction in that is that now the kids do the same thing. So you're welcome.
And in fact, you can't get no satisfaction.
Right. Exactly. But that's like to be able to.
I feel like I've got that talent as well,
You
but
do.
I don't have any kids, so I can't apply it to parenting. But,
But
I do apply it to work sometimes.
I've seen you do it. And there's something about like when you're talking or you're listening to somebody and they say something that brings up a lyric or whatever it is, and
yes.
it's like, bam, it just takes you to
Again,
that place.
is it a talent or is it a sickness? Because
I mean, in your case, because you're actually quite musically like diverse and well-versed, I would say it's a sickness. For me, I would say it's a talent because I am not as well-versed in music.
Fair enough.
Okay. Do you have another secret talent?
I feel like I'm good at being a bargain hunter. I can find, pretty good deals on just about anything.
That's honestly really good.
I just worry that one day the bargain hunter will become the bargain hunted.
And you know what? You should value yourself more than that, Eric.
Thank you. I try.
That's a good talent, though. I am okay at that, given that I came from an environment where my mother used to have a motto that was, why pay half when you can pay double, essentially. I'm always impressed with the fact that I love myself a good deal. Now, here's a secret talent that I'm totally outing myself about. I can lie like nobody's business. Like, I can...
But are you telling the truth right now?
I am.
We'll never know.
Well, that is true, but I am very good at lying, like scarily so. And I mean, I'm not trying to like manipulate people. Probably when I was a kid, I would do that because I was a kid.
Right.
Now it's typically being like trying to be funny or something like that. Now I don't lie in the same way that I used to. I have learned to use my power for good and not evil. But I am very good at telling a story. Like when I was in high school, I had a party at my house and my parents were gone and there was cars all over the street and we lived on kind of a rural-ish road and the police came. And they weren't called by my neighbor. My neighbor would not have done that to me. And so there was two twin boys that were at the party, and they had just arrived, and they hadn't had anything to drink and anything to, like, whatever. And so I was like, hey, go down and tell them that your parents are having a dinner party, and you're doing, like, valet parking and, driving the cars. And so they were like, okay, and they did, and they went down, and the police said, okay, well, just move the cars to the dead end and don't have them here on the street because it's dangerous. And so they were like, no problem, officer. And like, my mind is just like that quick that I'm like a problem-solving liar.
Hey, whatever gets you out of a jam sometimes.
I mean,
it's pretty great.
Right? It's not bad. Yeah. I mean, it's not good, but it's not bad.
You got to use that talent for good and not for evil. That's
Exactly.
the thing.
And that's the thing that I have learned to do over time. But just having that instinct to be able to like figure things out is a good thing. All right, what's another one?
For me?
Yeah.
I've got a couple impressions that I do.
I've heard you're Ronnie. What else you got?
Now, all my impressions are of dead people. So, yeah, they can't get offended. I'm not exactly on the cusp of the zeitgeist, with not pulling out a...
Like Kanye?
Yeah, well, yeah, that's a whole nother
Well, you don't have to
thing.
say anything.
I was going to...
Or you say too much, frankly.
Yeah, I was going to say, who's not problematic these days? And, but yeah.
All right.
So I've done a little Jimmy Stewart on the show here. I've done a little Reagan on the show. Well, I don't know. And the rapping Ronnie. And I'm just borrowing from other people that actually do impressions. But do you know who Gilbert Gottfried is?
Do I
The
know?
stand-up comedian.
Affleck.
Yes, Affleck. And
Generally, he's got that voice that's like, ah.
Yes. So I used to do a pretty decent Gilbert Gottfried impression.
Okay.
And so, I still occasionally will pull out the Gilbert Gottfried impression.
That's pretty good. And what you can't see, listeners, is he's doing like the hand gesture that Gilbert would do that's like, ah, is like freaking out.
A lot of his jokes are offensive. So I
can't say
that
much.
was the hard thing, trying to do a non-offensive material while doing the impression of Gilbert. But
That's like
very funny guy, sadly missed.
yeah.
But that's one impression
That's
that
a good one.
there's no call for. Nobody's ever like, hey, I wonder if you can do a Gilbert Gottfried impression.
Why, yes, I can. Great. Then you get out of jail free.
You go to Canada and it's like a whole nother country up there or something. All they care about is maple syrup. You get off the plane. How do you want your maple syrup?
Okay, and not in the candy form. Thank you very
Right.
much. Very good.
Hey, thank you.
That's making me think of Andrew Dice Clay.
I don't see how, but go on.
You know who he is.
Yes.
And his nursery rhyme comedy.
Right. Hickory dickory dock,
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right, Jack and Jill went up the hill, each with a bucket of corn. Right.
Oh!
She needed the money. Well, so that was the little boy blue joke.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm just saying, for some reason, Gilbert, like, were they the same time frame?
I mean, sure, their
Ish.
careers overlapped, yeah.
Right.
And it's crazy, Andrew Dice Clay, to think of the fact that he was playing stadiums in
Right.
in like 1990.
Right.
Yeah.
And now it's like, where is
now
he now?
he's got bit parts on like HBO
Shows
series
and
and
things
stuff.
like
But
that.
yeah, that persona, that controversial persona,
Totally.
was so big that he was playing stadiums.
Well, and the whole, like, I guess what made me think of it is that there was just the delivery of it. I mean, everyone has a cadence and a way that they do things, right? But his whole, like, hey, oh,
Yeah, he was doing a character of a Bronx tough guy kind of thing, I guess.
Exactly. All right. We're, of course, typically way off topic here, but that's a good bunch of impressions. Any other ones?
Thank you. I'll think about it.
Okay.
I don't know. I might have one other, but I'm off the top of my head. I'm not thinking of it now.
All right. Now, I have a question about this. So when you're doing an impression, we all know that when we hear the sound of our own voice in our head, it's not apparently what it sounds like out in the world. So then how do you know? Because, like, I think that I do a great, like, Ethel Merman doing, like, God Bless America / Kate Smith. But meanwhile, like, I don't know what my voice actually sounds like versus what it sounds like in my head. Because in my head, I'm like, nailed it, which
Right.
Because everybody wants to hear those two women sing "Belt Out, God Bless America." But how do you learn? Like, is it feedback? Do you listen to it?
Yeah, I mean, to me, I hear it. I go, "Does that sound like the person?"
Yeah.
And if people are like, "Wow," that's pretty
It sounds
good.
like-
Then
yeah.
that's positive reinforcement. Yeah.
right,
So,
okay.
and I mean, you typically already sound like Ethel Merman, so you don't have to work too hard for that impression. So I imagine that.
Wow. That's because I believe that there's no business like show
See?
business.
That's fantastic.
So there you go. There's another one of my secret talents.
And another dead person.
I don't know if this is saying something about our age or,
I definitely think that it is. Yes.
well, hopefully our listeners are enjoying it.
Yes. I hope so too.
Right? Okay. Any other secret talents? Any holiday themed secret talents? I'm excellent at wrapping presents.
I bet you are. I am terrible at wrapping presents.
I used to work at a jewelry store and I learned about like the very nice, neat corners and like the origami almost approach to wrapping presents. Now, bows,
I hate
not
it
so
so
good
much.
at. Oh, you should have let me know. Bring in your presents. I'll wrap it for you. Yeah, bows, I am not good at all. At all. There are I thank God you brought up the secret talent of being able to find a free parking place because, as I said, I mean, I'm good at baking, but that's not necessarily a secret. I had a business. My mom is convinced that I'm meant to be a writer. Actually, I'm convinced that I would be a great golfer. I think I've talked about this on the show before. For no other reason than the fact that my dad was a good golfer, and I'm like, I bet I'd be great.
I bet you would. Why not?
Who knows? I don't know yet if that's a secret talent. And I mean, it's not such a secret. I think I talk about it on the show that I'm an intuitive, so I know stuff. But I don't think that's a talent. That's an ability. Right?
Yeah, that's something.
I mean, say what you want to say. All right. Well, since we only have like a minute left before we're going to talk to Vance and his not so secret talent of making amazing food. Anything you wished you could do?
So many things. So many things.
I wish I could legitimately sing and play drums or piano.
That would be pretty cool. I wish I could do. Then I'd be a one-man band. I wouldn't have to work with other people's schedules.
The Music Man.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
That would be fun.
Yeah, I'd like to do those things as well.
What's any particular standout that you really would like to? You can't steal mine.
I don't like sports in any capacity, but on the occasions that I've had to play sports, I would have liked to have been a little better at them. I would have liked to have like a natural talent for throwing a ball in a hoop or whatever, running fast. I'm not good at any of those things. And it was never really a problem because I didn't enjoy them to begin with.
Right.
But maybe if I had been better, maybe I would have enjoyed it. I don't know. Which came first?
It's an interesting
Chicken or the
conversation,
egg?
right? Because our talents are basically an entree into the groups of people that we interact with, and they're a
Right.
form of communication and connection.
Good points.
Well, I have that sometimes.
You've got a talent for putting a nice bow on things.
Oh, a metaphorical bow, just
in
not
more
a literal
ways than one. Yeah.
Well, all right.
Or wrapping things up nicely.
Oh, just in time for the holidays. Look at that. All right, speaking of the holidays, we're going to talk to Vance and find out how it's going with the Hanukkah prep and even Christmas, Kwanzaa, and all the various holidays that they're probably working very hard on right now over at Dingfelders.
I can't wait.
All right, keep listening.
Stay tuned.
Stacy Connects. It's not just my business, it's my superpower. Whether you need the right tone and messaging for a new venture or you've plateaued with your current one, I can help. I connect clients with themselves and their potential. Then I identify unique solutions that translate your brand into messaging that connects your target audience with your business. Go to stacyconnects.com to connect with me and your messaging.
Interested in learning something new? Meeting someone new? Find out things that we have in common? Well, of course you are. You're a human being. So let's get intentional about it. Join me, JDK Winnikin, every week and get all of that in less than an hour. I'm a writer, a historian, a social commentator, and my show is all about you. Really, that's what it's called. This show is all about you. Get my perspectives on the week's news and hear fascinating guests whose stories will inspire and move you. My show is all about giving you something that connects us. Join me Mondays on Kixie 880 at 3 p.m. or download it as a podcast.
Can't get enough of Stacey and Eric? Then be sure and check out Stacey Connects with Stacey Heller wherever you find podcasts. Stacey chats with guests about a variety of topics, hoping to make a connection through conversation.
Don't ask me to talk. Hey, welcome back to Don't Ask Me to Talk. I am Stacey, joined, of course, by Eric.
That's right. And now it's our favorite segment of the show. It's where we get to talk to the Lord of the Sandwich, the King of the Knish, the Duke of the Deli, a man we like a latka. That's right. Van Stinkfelder from Dingfelder's Deli. Happy Hanukkah, sir. How are ya?
Holy cow.
Holy cow is right.
We like him a latka.
That's
How long
right.
have you been sitting on that?
Okay, so I've been trying to figure out how many different ways we can use lot, right? Because we sold lots of latkes,
I bet.
right?
Well,
And,
I was going to ask, so here we are. Earlier in the show, I said we are 3 sleeps away from Santa coming. So Christmas is in 3 days. There's 3 days left of Hanukkah. And then immediately people start thinking about New Year's if they're having parties. So there's kind of no rest for the weary with you guys.
no kidding. And speaking of no rest for the weary, I have the fabulous, the fantastic, the amazing, the chef of the future, the chef of the now, Farah Chowsey is
Woo-hoo!
with me right here, and she is the queen. She gets it all done in the kitchen. And frankly, we've been so understaffed. It's amazing that we've gotten done what we've gotten done this year because staffing issues have just been crazy. And our people are looking forward to having Christmas Day off. I'll tell you that.
I'll bet. Well, I feel like when you find somebody like Farah, it's sort of like the story of Hanukkah, right? And the oil that lasts for 8 days. I mean, I'm just saying, like, good people are hard to find. And when you dig down and you're able to last as long as Farah lasts during these crazy times, that becomes a story that people make holidays around.
Yes, you know what, and it's a Hanukkah miracle, okay, that we have gotten through this so far, and it is due to the energy that Farah Chowsey has. That's all I can say. Okay?
Well, you like her a latka too.
We love her a latka. Are you kidding? That's how it is. In fact, everybody in the deli loves her a latka. And one thing for sure that you can tell is that Farah just loves getting praise. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
What was the most difficult thing, the challenge that you found this year than in years past?
Oh, definitely. It's just been a staffing issue, just lack of staff, like you were mentioning before.
Yeah.
We have a really good, awesome core team, but we're all working a lot.
It's true. That is the hardest part.
Well,
and it's funny.
And food service is such a tough industry to work in. And so you really have to have a calling and passion for it and a patience for it. And so finding people that are willing to put in the hard work and not take things personally, and then at the same time, just like really enjoy it and have fun with it, they're the types that do best in that environment. So, hey, by the way, if you are a hardworking person that doesn't take things seriously, that enjoys that hard work, has that sense of humor, and is willing to put in the time, energy, and effort, you should go in and talk to the team at Dingfelders, because apparently they're looking for a few good men or women. So there you go.
Stacey, that was really good.
I feel like the national anthem should have been playing behind her
I
there.
thought that it was like, I mean, it's like, I mean, it was like, where's Uncle Sam? You gotta have Uncle Sam somewhere in that picture.
Hey, we want you.
Did you have one of those posters in your room?
Me? No.
I did.
No. But you know what? My older brother Jay did have a poster of Farrah, not present
Farrah
company,
Fawcett, yeah.
but Farrah Fawcett in the iconic bathing suit with the striped towel behind her or whatever that was. But anyway, as usual, we digress. So besides the staffing, what has been the thing, besides staffing, what has been the thing that has kept you on your toes?
Everyone's last minute requests, I guess.
Yeah.
We get a lot of those people calling in after we shut off online ordering or whatever and showing up and begging us to fulfill their orders, I guess.
Well, and you guys are so nice there that you do pretty much everything that you can to make that happen. I mean, as Vance talks about a lot, you know, food is a love language, right? And so you guys do everything that you can to make sure that you're able to accommodate people.
You know, it's we will do things to take care of our customers because it's the community. And honestly, that's what it really comes down to. It's the community. And us being a part of the community, we feel a responsibility in taking care of them so that they can celebrate with their families. And that's really what it comes down to. And, you got to make the soup, right? So you stay a few extra hours. Or, you know, somebody needed a delivery and their car couldn't get out and it was snowing, so I deliver it. You know,
right.
And I'd like to think that that's just Seattle and the service that Seattle, you know, that mentality that we have of how we give that customer service in Seattle just a little bit better than other places. Was the one thing that I noticed when I moved here was, you know, and it's changed a lot, honestly, but it was called the Nordstrom mentality. And I was like, how the people are so nice and how, you know, can they do this for you and the questions and thank yous. And I was shocked coming from New York where it's like, come on, get your order in. You're holding up the line and which is fun. You know, I have to say, you know, because there are people that stand in the inconsiderate zone, right? That, you know, at the end of the day. And in Seattle, people might, you know, cry if you said something like that to them.
Right.
But, you know, or write a bad post, right? And then how about that? You know, and it's funny that that comes up because, you know, but anyway. You were talking about the things that made it difficult. Supply chain issues also. COVID has given us, trying to find enough of the right containers and those types of things. Bags. We do a Hanukkah box, and it's gotten really popular. I love that it's become so popular because I really want it to be a tradition.
Mm-hmm.
Right? We put like 30 gelt coins in, 4 little dreidels with instructions on how to play dreidel.
Oh, that's cool.
Right? And that's in the box with the food. And it comes with a bow on it, blah, blah, blah. So speaking of the bows, I couldn't get the bows this year in time. So we had to grab cardboard-colored boxes.
Brown paper packages tied up with string. They can still contain our favorite things.
Still contain. Ooh, say that again, please.
Brown paper packages tied up with string. They will contain some of our favorite things.
Okay. So I'm going to put you on the spot, Stace.
Yeah.
Okay, 12 Nights of Christmas, right?
Yeah.
Okay. We're all good from,
Five gold rings,
Yeah.
4 calling
5
birds.
golden rings.
Right.
4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree.
Right.
Are you good from the top down?
Well, let's see. The top day of Christmas, what you gonna give to me? 12 drummers drumming, 11 pipers piping, 10 ladies dancing, 9 lords a leaping, 8 maids a milking, 7 swans a swimming, 6 geese a laying, 5 golden rings, 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in my pear tree.
Wow.
Baby!
Nicely done.
Baby!
Did I get it right?
Baby,
I'm pretty sure you
Yes,
did.
got it right.
Woo,
You
woo,
did.
woo.
That was really, really, I knew you'd be the right person to ask.
What can I say? This brain is full of useless information.
We love that uselessness.
Thank you. It's like Festivus for my brain.
So New Year's, Christmas is in 3 sleepies, right?
Yep.
We get 3 sleepies for Christmas. We are closed for Christmas.
Good for you.
Even everybody gets a day off. We'll probably
Yep.
close early on Christmas Eve. We, however, will be open on New Year's Day,
Okay.
and we'll be open the day after Christmas Day. So back to normal.
Okay.
And we've opened up. We had a klezmer band, and
Spilkus, right?
Yeah, Spilkus came and they had a ball. Unfortunately, I couldn't be there. So my team did it. You ready for this? Without me.
Yeah, way to go.
Go team.
Barely. And if it wasn't for Farah, none of it would have happened. We would have had to refund everybody and think about all the Hanukkah-less latkes that wouldn't have been a lot.
Right? So give that chef a bonus. It is now forever in audio that I just said that. And since we're running out of time here, if listeners want a bonus for their taste buds, then the best thing to do is to contact the folks at Dingfelders by going to the website, which is dingfelders.com, or if you are already starting to party plan for 2023, it is not too early. I mean, maybe today is too early, but generally it is not too early to be thinking about that and using Nourish Catering. So go to nourishcatering.com and they would be happy to help you a latka.
A latke.
So there you go.
That sounds so good right now.
I know.
I could just demolish a plate of latkes.
I gotta
Right?
tell you those latkes, man. Come get it. Okay, the big deal, and I told you guys last week. The big thing is mixing the onion mushroom compote with the gravy.
Yep.
It's ridiculous.
Sounds
Yeah.
amazing.
All right. Well, as always, you've left us super hungry. Happy Hanukkah.
Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Kwanzaa, and anything else that your family likes to celebrate. And I really miss you guys, and I can't wait to see you.
Can't wait to see you too. And be healthy and happy. We will talk to you again next week.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Bye.
bye.
Take care to you both.
Thank you.
All right. Always great to talk to Vance and his friends and staff.
I know.
Wonderful.
Farrah.
Hopefully they're having a great Hanukkah so far. It sounds like it's been crazy busy, but
It's been
hopefully
a
they've
crazy night.
found some time to enjoy as well. And we're going to enjoy talking about something new next week.
What's it going to be?
Let's find out. All right, the number of states that we visited.
Oh.
Now, I'm assuming we're talking about the United States of America, not our mental states, where we
You know?
have visited many, no doubt, even throughout this
I-
singular show. So.
I had not thought of that. I believe that I did mean the 50 states, although I like where you're going with that, but maybe that's for another show. So, yeah, let's do it. All right.
Awesome.
So, Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah.
We'll see you next week.